tackling one of the things that dog owners, dog trainers, because if you're a dog owner, you're a dog trainer, whether you know it or not. I'm going to tackle one of the big ones in this video. Christophe Clugston, the Jedi Dog Master. And I'm going to talk to you about something a lot of people struggle with, and it can be very difficult. I'm going to approach this one scientifically. Going to break down. Going to give you some free information. Not everything. No, that would take too long, but pay attention. Now, the remain in place where you're at. This is something that everybody seems to struggle with. It's difficult. There's a lot of things you must know about your dog learning this, and I'm going to break them down. Of course, we're going to have the 3 Ds, as they say, which is distance, duration, and distraction. These 3 things have to be layered in, but the order is just like ingredients to make a cake. It depends very much on how you put these ingredients in and which order for your success. Okay, going to cover that here in a moment. Now, if you've seen my quarter-mile sit-stay recall, obviously that dog is remaining in place for quite a while as I go a long way, and it's everything. It's a distance, a duration, there's distractions, everything there. And you can see that dog also hold in another video when a truck goes inches away from him while I'm far away from him. That being said, how is this achieved? Well, there are a lot of steps to this, but I'm going to concentrate on the 3 Ds for this segment. And if you want to know more, consultations, people, consultations, private training, video training, in-person training, okay? So you're getting a lot of information here, and I got to put that out because I think a lot of people just assume that I'm going to do all this work for you and give you all these things, and you're owed it. Remember, you got to earn, okay? So the 3 Ds. Now, we're going to start out, let's say, here's something that I also want to put out there. Unless you're doing sport obedience competition, there is no difference in a dog that will remain, that's why I use the word remain in place with standing, sitting, or in a down position. This doesn't matter at all. In fact, normal dogs are not going to stay in one position. Again, look at other videos, because as a movie trainer and as a tactical trainer, we care about location, not position. So unless you're doing sport obedience, which I can handle that too, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do for dogs, normal dogs, tactical dogs, and movie dogs, and that goes for you pet dog owners too. Going to work on just remaining in that location. Now, there's a lot of things I'll do to start out with, and I'm not going to cover all that here, but using pedestals, platforms, those things are very clear to a dog. Remember, big key, the more concrete it is, the faster a dog learns, faster a human learns also. So you got to make this as concrete as possible for the dog. All right, so what is the biggest thing to work on first? What do you think it is? Is it distance? Is it distraction? Or is it duration? Okay, and you can, if you're quick, you can put it down below in the comment section what you think. What we found out through lots of research, and remember, as a tactical trainer, we're data-driven. Data-driven. We don't just guess, and we don't just go off our guts. We see what actually works and have empirical evidence of that working. Duration. So you're going to remain close to the dog and escalate the duration. Let's say you're working on a sit, as you would call it, stay. In my case, we say sit, remain. Again, the word that you use doesn't even have to be a word, it can be a sound, because this is signals. This is not semantics. People get caught up in this. They want to use their maternal language with a dog. You don't need to. In fact, you're not going out of your way to try to understand the dog's dilemma with this. So, and the signal, this hand signal, you can use a whistle, which they do with retrievers. Retriever training, they will use a whistle to initiate the sit. So the sit, and as I do, as a movie dog trainer, actually as a tactical trainer also, we don't consider sit and then remains in that position until we say something else. We just say sit, And if we want the dog to remain there, we'll tell the dog to remain there. This is especially crucial for movie dogs, and we cover that in another video. So go look at the other videos. Not everything can be said here and there. You know, go search. Come on. It's out there for free from me. So go do the work. Anyway, so you're going to start. Let's say you start with a sit. You're going to start out very, very quickly on having the dog remain in that position and staying there without moving. So you're there, it's 5-10 seconds depending on the age of the dog. The younger the dog, use less time. But you're starting out with an older dog, saying you're starting out training a dog that's 3 years old, never been trained before, also start out gradually, and then you will increase this with success of the dog. Now this goes into the data-driven aspect. I'm not covering that here. I'm just giving you the overview of everything. So you're going to start out with a small amount of time, and you're not going to just jump up. You're not going to go from 10 seconds to 3 minutes. You're going to actually ping pong. One of the secrets, I'll give you that. You'll ping pong, and by ping pong I mean you'll have the dog remain for 10 seconds in that position, and you're next to the dog this entire time. You can move your position as whether you're on the left side, the right side of the dog, or facing the dog, or behind the dog. All of those will add a bit of a dilemma to the dog, but you're going to add this in. So you go 10 seconds, and then you get up to 30 seconds. Okay, you go 30 seconds, and then the next one will be 15 seconds, and the next one will be 45 seconds. You ping pong. This is how you work your way up. You don't just jump and keep going. Anything in life is not an incline going up with your skills or your ability. It's kind of a wave faction. And if you know anything about exercise physiology or peak performance, that's how it's going to go. It's going to go in waves, up and down. You're not always going to have a clear like escalator going up in skill or ability. So you're going to ping pong this, and you're going to get up to, you can get to 20-30 minutes in this position. I would say once you get to 5 minutes, then from duration, what you're going to do is start adding distance, because distance is duration. Because if you're going to move away from the dog, so now you're going to move away from the dog, and you're going to drop the criteria. This is part of the data driven. You're going to drop the criteria, meaning if the dog could do 10 minutes, let's say, next to you sitting and not leaving that location, then you're going to start walking away from the dog 5 feet and come back. And how many seconds that is? So you're going to walk away from the dog 5 feet, come back. Next one, you're going to go, if he's successful with that, dog doesn't move from that location, you're going to go 10 feet and you come back. Now start ping ponging. Start doing 3 feet, then go to 12 feet, then come back to 6 feet. You're going to ping pong your way up until you can get 20, 30 feet away. And that's why we use a 50-foot leash. See another one of my videos. And when you can work to the factor of going to the 50-foot range with the dog in a place that is clear of big distractions, meaning there are no other dogs, there are no cats, there are no squirrels, there aren't other people, work in this area for until you get to this 50 feet. All right, then you're going to come back and you're going to work on distractions. You're going to start out again at about 3 feet away from the dog and holding and remaining in the location of the sit, doing the sit and staying in that location, and have other animals, other people go by. You're in a park. You can work next to a dog park. This is one of the best places for distractions. Next to a dog, on the outside of the fence, not inside the dog park, but outside the dog park, but where the smells and the sounds of the other dogs and the people can easily be noticed. So you do this, and then you're going to build this up too. You're going to build up on duration. You're going to start back over on duration on this. So you're adding distractions, but you're very close to the dog. Again, you're going to add the distractions. Add the distraction. And then as the dog can handle the distractions for more and more time, let's say you're close to the dog, within 3 feet of the dog, and the dog can work up to 10 minutes, with not leaving that location, even though there's other things going around him, near him. You're now going to extend the distance. And when you extend the distance, do the ping pong method. Okay, so in this video, I have covered how you're going to start out, which of the 3Ds, distance, duration, or distraction, is the first one to add, what is the second one to add, what is the third one to add, how to go about using that, exact order, how to know that you're being successful, and then also what are you going to do in the sense of using the 50-foot leash. This is one of the key reasons why we use a 50-foot leash. Then it goes on from there. You can work on from there. Now, it takes more than that to be able to pull off the quarter-mile sit-stay recall. People take advantage of the fact that you can do consultations with me. Take advantage of the fact that you can come train with me. Take advantage of the fact that I will go and do seminars and workshops. Take advantage of that. And also, there's a note below, and reading about my jungle dog, people, this is your chance to actually help a dog, to do something positive for a dog. Because I'm putting these videos out here, I'm not getting any money out of any of this. I'm spending money to educate people freely, to give them another idea and another option. Because this is the merge technique, merging data-driven tactical dog training with the movie dog, flexible mini method dog training. All right.